Phoenix family to One-Footed Phoenix. Something that people often ask me is, how do you do it? Or how do you stay so positive in the face of having an amputation that was under less than ideal circumstances? Something that I do think that is important to keep in mind is the fact that you don't need to be inspiring or happy or positive all the time. And the social expectation for disabled people to be happy and positive and uplifting and inspiring all the time, it isn't realistic, and a lot of times it isn't healthy for the disabled person either, because we have this view that disability should be something that's like put in this little box and all the bad things about being disabled should never be talked about. But I'm here to say that, like, it's okay to talk about being disabled. It's okay to talk about the struggles that you have as a disabled person, because those struggles that you have as a disabled person help the rest of the world to understand what it's really like to be a person with a disability. The absolute biggest reason that I can have a good attitude about being an amputee is because of my belief in something that is bigger than myself. For me, this belief is in Jesus. But for you, it could be in anything that inspires you to be a better person. It could be in anything that inspires you to look outside of yourself. And that piece of looking outside of yourself is very important, because it teaches you that even though you are going through struggles yourself, that there may be others out there that also may need your help and that may benefit from you sharing your story. For me, my faith in Jesus is so much more than just going to church on Sunday. It's so much more than just going to religious observances. It's a way of life, it's a way of being, it's a way of acting and feeling and all of those things. And my faith in God and my faith in Jesus was still tested, yes, when I became an amputee. And that faith is stronger now because I am an amputee. I feel like this experience of going through losing my leg has made me a stronger person in my faith rather than make me walk away from it. But ultimately, that was a personal choice to stay close to God rather than completely walking away from him. I think that a lot of people sometimes miss the fact that it is okay to be mad at God and to have these experiences where we say, hey, wait a minute, like, if God loves me, shouldn't he have stopped this from happening? And for me, I had to find my own answers to that question. And the answers that I found to that question were, like, because God loves me, he didn't stop it from happening. He knew that my destiny was greater than I could see, and that I was destined to do something that would help a lot of people, and the only way that I could do that is if I was an amputee. So sometimes it's about having the faith not to be healed. And having the faith not to be healed can be so much harder than having the faith to be healed. Something else that I do to help me to have a good attitude about the whole situation with my leg is to listen to good and uplifting music. And for you, that might be just about anything, but for me, it is music that has lyrics that empower me, that inspire me, and that motivate me towards being a better person. Gratitude journaling or posting my gratitudes online is something that has helped me quite a bit through the really hard days and the really dark days and the days of uncertainty leading up to my amputation as well. The reason that gratitude journaling is such a good exercise is because it really forces you to find something good in a day that you might want to cast off as completely like the absolute worst day ever. And it forces your brain to be like, I am going to find something good about this day. People who practice this exercise of gratitude are often happier and more content in their life. And the reason being is that they find ways to be content with what they have. They find ways to accept what is through the exercise of gratitude. Helping other amputees through online support groups or through My YouTube channel is something that really helps me to feel like I am making a difference, and it's something that helps me feel like, maybe there is purpose to the fact that I had to go through all of these things. And I think it's very important to find that for yourself if you are going through an amputation, or if you're in the process of thinking about going through an amputation. It's very important to find your reason why and your purpose. And maybe your reason is just like, I want to be in less pain. Maybe your reason is, I feel like I could have a better quality of life if I take the jump. And those are all good reasons to move forward with it. So just to wrap things up, those are a few things that I do, or ways that I keep a more positive attitude as an amputee. And I hope that these things were helpful for you, and you may have found something that may help you to keep a more positive attitude in your life as well. If you would like to see another One-Footed Phoenix video, click over here, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you! Bye!